Hi, let's continue with my reaction of Every Singaporean Son Season 2, The Making of an Officer. Let's get to it. And if you're new, I'm Kylie, just another Army vet. And if you are enjoying my reaction to this series so far, then please smash that like button.
So lastly, probably I want to check with you your specialization preference. Do you have any?
Yeah, actually, I want to go to EOD.
The one I'm most interested in is the EOD, explosive.
EOD. Okay, I think this is a very hot specialization.
Everyone wants to go there.
But just to let you know, right, EOD is not so easy to get in.
Sure.
As well.
Yeah.
Because within a course, probably around slightly less than 10% will get in.
To get into this specialization, we actually had to undergo a test, a psychometric test, which lasted for 4 hours.
It was really stressful in a sense that it's not like the questions are difficult, but it's the lack of time, and yes, that's what makes the test really difficult.
I'm just hoping for the best and looking forward to becoming an EOD officer if given a chance.
So CBRE stands for Chemical, Biological, Radiological, and Explosives. For the U.S. military, on the enlisted side, we have two different jobs. We have EOD, which is Explosive Ordnance Disposal, which is what they're trying to do. And we have CBRNE, which is the Chemical, Biological, Radiological, and Nuclear. I'm not sure how the officers are trained though.
The test is mostly like, I don't know, I think it's more mental than physical because when you're in the suit, right, once you put on the helmet, right, you're totally demoralized. Oh my god, no, oh my, wow, there's like, I don't know, 20 other people sweat over your head. Oh, sick.
Your time will start once you cross this gate.
Yes, sir.
And you will stop when you reach the puzzle station where a new time will start for your puzzle. Okay?
Got it. Yes, sir.
So just take into account that bomb suits or EOD tech suits can actually range anywhere from 80 to 125 pounds even. I'm thinking that this one is between 80 and maybe 100 though. But imagine being stuck in this heavy suit in the hot and humid Singapore climate. So this is not going to be an easy test, not at all.
You can go. Twice.
Oh, cool.
3 times. Okay, you're clear.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in 5 minutes I want you to disassemble this puzzle and assemble it back again. So I'll be asking you questions. You must answer me loud and clear so I can hear you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your time starts now. What camp are you from?
I'm from Mission Camp.
Can you tell me what CBRE stands for?
Chemical, Biological, Radiological, and Explosive.
Can you tell me what day is it today?
Today's Friday, my book out day. Physical-wise, I'm okay. Dealing with distractions, I was okay. It's just that the final part, getting the pieces together. We're supposed to dismantle and reassemble the cubes. And then what happened was, I actually dropped one of the pieces on the floor. And then when I tried to fix it back, it doesn't look the same.
Look at the instructions here.
And they had a set of instructions for us. But the thing is, the instructions were meant to trick us. At one point, they held it at one angle, and then the next photo shows another angle. So in our mind, we had to constantly turn the cube mentally and try to piece them together. So that was pretty much what went through my mind at the time.
This music is killing me.
Overall, I think I did okay. The only one where I fumbled a little was during the fixing of the cube. I think if that is what they're looking for, then I might have lost points there, but in general, I think I did fine.
So that cube task is probably the most important part of that whole test, and that's because EOD looks for soldiers who can perform under physical and mental pressure and be good problem solvers even under distraction.
Do you want to come to EOD?
Yes, sir.
Badly?
Yes, very badly. Once you put on the visor, temperature starts rising, and the visor is actually quite heavy. It's about, I know it feels like 3 to 4 kg, so it like pulls the helmet to the front.
Okay?
Wow, this is the weight.
Yes. Okay?
Okay.
Ready? Go.
He's moving fast.
Oh.
Faster than Ganesh.
Oh, shit.
Once. Take your time, take your time. Twice.
Oh, no.
3 times.
Why are they not wearing gloves?
Okay? You're done? Can go.
Okay. Oh, this is hot, man.
Okay. Kelvin! Kelvin! You missed the table.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
What camp are you in now?
So it's our camp.
Okay, now you tell me what's the SAF 7 core values.
Where's the country leadership, discipline, professionalism, fighting spirit, ethics, care for soldiers.
Okay, good job.
At first, right, I dismantled it in sequence, so it's actually quite good. Then, when I put it back, right, the second last piece, I think I faced it upside down or something. Then I started panicking. Because I panicked, right, the whole thing fell apart. And while doing that, they like keep asking me like weird questions. Like,
Okay, can you tell me your NRIC backwards?
oh my god. C. I got really scared, man. Yeah. It totally made my head stop. No way, man. Shit. Oh, I shouldn't have panicked just now, man. Now I've screwed the whole thing up.
Okay, time's up. Time's up.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, hold your visor.
Yeah.
Okay, walk down.
If the requirement is to pass everything, then I think I will not get in. But if the block thing is like some distraction and the main thing is like maybe the questions they're asking, then like maybe there's like 20% chance I can get in.
Okay, from this day forth, some of you will leave ETI.
Now I'll announce for the specialization. Once I read out your name, you will acknowledge. Okay, now I'll read out 13 names for bridging engineers. Officer Cadet Kelvin Goh. Yes, Officer Cadet Jackson T. Yes, Officer Cadet Pei Ying Hong. Yes, Officer Cadet Dan Zhiqiang. Yes, Officer Cadet Ganesh. Yes, sir. Okay, now I'll read out 4 names for EOD. Officer Cadet Javas Pan. Yes, Officer Cadet Terence Chen. Yes, sir. Officer Cadet Sebastian Wong. Yes, sir. Officer Cadet Kelvin Ang.
When I heard my name, I was like, okay, like, very happy. I tried to not smile, but I actually smiled, I guess.
I think Kelvin is an extremely capable guy. I don't see a reason why he would not have been chosen to join EOD as a specialization. He's got knowledge, he's got right attitude. Though there's a lot of like, whining at times, but he gets things done. The whining that happens, but he gets things done. So with his meticulous ability, right, I think it will be very good for EOD when he goes in.
Ah! Shucks, bro! Hello! Shit! Separated, no. Never mind, we're just next door, man, seriously. Actually, I'm not really sure what actually helped me get into this. I thought like I was like goners, but quite surprised that I'm actually still in EOD.
EOD was my first option. It was my main choice that I wanted to go into. And bridging, oh my goodness! Wow, damn sad, yeah.
Why?
It was yeah, I wouldn't say expected, but unexpected at the same time. Yeah, I'll do the best where I can, wherever I'm posted to. So the posting doesn't affect anything in terms of the amount of effort I'll put into wherever I go. Yeah, so I'm just.
So he's disappointed, obviously, but he is putting on a happy face and trying to be positive, which is good.
Today we fired the water disruptor at a working IED circuit. We actually load the disruptor with about 100 millimeters of water and a cartridge at the back. This cartridge provides the propulsion for the water to actually penetrate the IED. Okay, it's actually supposed to cut all the connections at the same time. So what it does is it cuts it so fast, right? The power source, everything gets cut off at the same time, right? It doesn't have enough time to react, so it won't explode. At first I was a little skeptical. I was thinking that it's probably not gonna cut my circuit because it's actually packed full of sand which actually like simulates the explosives. But after I fired, right, yeah. Ready to fire!
Carry on.
Ignited! When I went back, right, everything is spilled all over the place. So I can actually see my detonator, my power source, every wire, they are all like disconnected and spilled all over the place. And the explosives were actually all over the place as well. But the good thing is it didn't actually trigger the explosives. So we can actually retrieve the components and actually see how the IED is actually constructed. So that's a good thing about the water disruptor. Yay.
So I have never seen that before. That's a really interesting concept. But what he said about being able to disarm the IED without actually setting it off is very important. That way they can actually analyze it. What's the robot?
Yeah, this morning I went through a basic crash course on the Mark 8, which is the wheelbarrow. It's actually the remote EOD vehicle. So what we do is, we actually discover an IED where we don't go in the bomb suit straight away because it's not worth it. So we actually use a remote means to actually access the bomb and try to disrupt it. My experience has been very pleasant actually because whatever we did here is like everything I ever dreamt of. What we do in the EOD wing, right, is actually more dynamic than what I ever faced before. What we actually learned is like the things we could do, then we would actually have to like bend the things we could do to like fit the situation well, which is what I actually like. Is like more of like applying your logics and all that. I actually want to do very well. Like I will try to aim to be the top for everything. So that whenever like next time I go out as an officer, I can know my stuff to actually have confidence to lead the people that I'm supposed to lead. I should be having my final test called the longest day. To pass this test, we actually have to assess the situation on the ground and to come up with this thing we call the render safe procedure. The easiest way to fail, right, is actually breach of safety.
Activated.
Okay, today's activation, apparently there was a bomb threat. Through some questioning, we found out that some disgruntled employee actually tried to plant some bombs, and it is set to go off at 12.
How long is EOD school for the officers compared to the EOD school for the enlisted soldiers? For the U.S. Navy, on the enlisted side, I think the school is 42 weeks, whereas the U.S. Army is about 36 weeks.
As I was making my plan, right, I decided to send my Mark 8 in to actually disrupt the water, use the water disruptor to actually render safe the situation. But as my Mark 8 was approaching the suspected item, right, just about like 3 or 4 meters away, it actually broke down. And there was like no real way that we can actually do anything. So ended up I had to suit up and move into the suspected item in a bomb suit. I considered that the pick stick was actually a hazard, so I decided to turn off the Mark 8 so that the pick stick would not fire off. But apparently that was not enough.
And he just failed. That is a safety no-go right there.
We did talk about the part immediate failure, right?
Uh-huh.
What did you do to cause the immediate failure?
I switched on the Mark 8 and walked in front of the loaded.
Yeah.
But, okay, so I'm supposed to unload the thing first.
Ah, that's the next question.
So I actually feel quite disappointed, really, because if the Mark 8 didn't break down, right, I wouldn't have gone through all this. My retest will be on Tuesday, and yeah, I'm actually quite nervous because once I fail this another time, I'm actually out of the course. So I really hope that I can pass the activation. Okay, today I had my longest day reactivation, which is the last chance to actually stay in the course. So the scenario was something like there was a postal bomb. So what I had to do was to actually assess what mode of activation was the postal bomb and how I can actually disrupt the thing. Okay, before we start, right, can I ask where is the item from here?
That direction.
That direction, 500 meters.
Because on the box, got number.
What number is it?
Also, the phone number of the company. Then you call it.
It doesn't exist.
The company doesn't exist, the guy doesn't exist.
Okay. If this whole building, this part of the building is blocking, right, you can slide it here. Come check. What we end up was we had a plan to actually send in the Mark 8 robot and do a water disruption without setting the postal bomb off. Okay, so far going very smoothly. now it's just all the safety issues. I really need to watch safety a lot. It's like now or never already. I nervous also no point already. Just F it.
Look down.
Look down. Warren Samuel ready to fire.
Okay, do what you need to do.
Okay, igniter number 3. So I fire? Yeah, fire.
What's in that bag he was carrying? And again, why is he not wearing gloves? U.S. military, EOD, they wear gloves. Uh-oh.
Do you think you did anything wrong? Yeah, I kicked the battery. Okay, the first round I went there, I saw a battery. Then
Yeah, then after you went
then I went back. Then I yeah.
that means you have no situation like this.
Yeah. I got no excuse, really. But it's just that
So far, so
I
good.
felt that
Okay lah. Anyway, you didn't breach anything.
Okay.
Major. Pass lah.
Okay. Thank you, Jack. Yay! Okay. Ever since the failure last week, right, I don't know, there's this last chance in my head, right, that kept bothering me lah. But now it's like finally can like take a breather, I guess.
For the EOD Commander course, OCT Sebastian Wong Wei Xiang. Best knowledge for EOD Commander course goes to OCT Kelvin Ang Ba Min.
When I received the best knowledge award, right, I was actually quite shocked because I can say it's like an affirmation to my hard work, which yeah, I feel very happy about it. I feel like I'm really very privileged to be in here. It's like the culture, the people, right, is really, I don't think you can find it anywhere else in the whole army. I find that over here it's like they don't really look at your rank anymore. They look at how you present yourself, how much you know, and how you can actually like handle the situation. So I actually really look forward to going to unit because that's where I can finally put my skills to the test and really like work in real ops scenarios, and through those real operations, right, I can continue growing in my leadership skills and yeah, hopefully do the country proud.
So I want to add EOD Tech to my list of most undesired military jobs, right next to submariner and armorer. These guys have a very dangerous job. My respect goes out to each and every one of them. Once the next episode is filmed, I'll put it right here.